Hello, I'm Chris, and this is my re-gluing a bumper pad, or gluing it for the first time. It's a 70 Chevelle. Got lucky and I found this bumper for $125. And what it looks like is somebody bought a new bumper and a new bumper pad, didn't glue it right the first time, and then tried to re-glue it. It's exactly how it looked when I got it. So, well, this was dirtier. First thing I did was I pulled this off. And I'm like, oh my god, what is this? I already cleaned that side. I'm going to clean it a little bit better before I re-glue it. But I've seen bumpers like this before. Okay, so we got the bumper pad off. And I like to do stuff like this while I'm saving money for more parts. I do all this kind of crappy work. So we got to figure out how to get this off and re-glue that. I'm going to have to turn the fan on for ventilation in this video, so don't get mad. Just heat this up. And be careful, you don't want to scratch your chrome. You could scratch it with this. You're going to take our new razor blade. You could scratch the chrome too. And we're just going to carefully... Be careful, this glue will be hot, it will burn you. We're working our way up to the edges. We don't want to scratch the chrome on accident. Ah, god dang it. Dude, yeah, it's gonna burn you a couple times. Okay, now I'm taking quadruple zero steel wool. Yeah, I guess they scuffed it. Just lacquer thinner, just to get the glue residue off. Oh shit, it's hot, it might explode. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest and then we'll get ready to glue the new one on. So everything's been cleaned 100%. Okay, so we got about 2.5 inches. On this side, 2.5 inches. So I just found a lot, like where it sits flush kind of right here, and all I did was I took that line right there and just kind of made sure that, see that like reflection was even with the bumper pad, and marked it like that. So you have to play around with it until you can kind of get an idea. But this doesn't really matter down here. You just really want that line to be even all the way across the top. Okay. Now, I've never done one of these, so I don't know what's going to happen. But we got it pretty much outlined where we want it. Now, the thing about these is they have to be squished in. Okay, so they need to be squished in like that. They don't just sit flat. Okay, so we have it clamped in the middle real good, and we're practicing how we're going to set this down. Mainly getting the top line first, and then we're going to squish it. So I have this foam block and a hard block. Okay, so we got something kind of rigged up where we can just hold it down for a little while. So I'm using this old contact cement I've had for years, and it's not hard yet. It's just I don't know, so it might not work, but I would recommend using something like this opposed to a spray. But I have them both, but I'm gonna go ahead and use this. So the most important thing is just making sure that both sides are clean real good. And we're going to paint both sides. That's why we outline this. I've never glued anything that had to be squished down like this, so let's see what happens. All right. Now we're gonna see if this works. We're gonna let this dry for like 15 minutes. It's very important with contact cement. Just let it dry real good. And as long as we could get it stuck on there and it doesn't fly off when we're driving down the freeway, I think we'll be okay. All right, so we've let it dry for 20 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and glue it. I would like to leave it on there longer, but I had to get this finished. So we have this and this ready to put over it with the cinder block in case we have to. So remember how we're gonna carefully line it up from the top. Okay. Move it in place. Okay. Everything looks good. We're gonna push it down. Push the crap out of it. You can't play around. You got to do this. It looks like it's staying down. We're going to put a cinder block on it. So we're just going to monitor it for about 20 minutes so that thing don't fall. But you see, I had to do it like that to get the bend in the middle. Okay, I think we're good without the cinder block. We're just going to press. Do what you gotta do not to scratch this. Just using lacquer thinner to clean up the excess glue. Okay, so you get the idea. We're gonna pull it back right here just a little bit and then glue the rest of it the same way, but the main thing is to get a starting point. Okay, so it came out freaking good. I'm really happy, but you get the idea about kind of measuring it out with tape and making your lines so you don't screw it up when you glue it. And for people that don't know, scrub this real good with bleach soap because it gets like oil and exhaust in there, and if you scrub it with bleach soap, you'll start seeing like all this black stuff come out, and it'll whiten your letters up if yours are yellow. It looks perfect. It looks real nice. I like it. It really bothered me when I first got this bumper, and that's why I went ahead and done this, even though I'm not even there yet. So it's already late. I can't do that tonight anyway, and you'll see it when it's finished. I'm gonna have a full assembly of the bumper with brackets and everything and bolts. Lights, complete wiring and everything in the future, so you'll see it when it's done. If you like the video, please subscribe and thanks for watching.